Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Just getting the game up right now. And there's the game! Bring... lady... And the countdown's up. The cave needs exploring. Okay. I'm glad I left that note to myself. Otherwise, you know, who knows if I would have been able to remember that. It's suspicious that that they're being quiet. The animals. Did I go around and talk to everyone already? It's like an entirely different planet in glow. This says, smiling softly out into the illuminated wilderness. It's my favorite season, full of secrets and danger. Anemone breaks off from her squad and greets you with a nod of her head. What's up, Goober? Am I worried about an attack? He shrugs. No, we'll be fine. The governor's got this. And more importantly, we've got explosives. I'd like to see those alien animal null shits beat that. It stands to reason that there will be some sort of attack this glow, as there has been in other years, Tang says, looking out towards the walls. It's my hypothesis that each attack will grow in intensity until we are routed from the planet or become the dominant species. With how difficult this year was on our food supplies, we are certainly entering the season at a disadvantage. Okay, I'm not allowed to go outside, so I'll just hang out on the walls, I guess? Oh, or I can learn. Yeah. Let's go study the stuff that we brought in. Oh! Good thing I went over here. Research xenobotany. Back in the lab, you have all the right equipment to properly examine that radioactive plant you found. Maybe you can find a way to protect yourself from them so you don't need to drag a radiation-proof envirosuit with you every time you go to that part of the planet. Radiation poisoning isn't the killer it used to be on Earth. With medbeds, you can flush out deadly doses of radiation in a few hours. It can still make you really sick though, and high enough doses could kill you before you're even able to reach a medbed. How confident are you that you know how to protect yourself? confident. No problem. Because I have more than 40 engineering. Yeah, you've totally got a handle on this. You're an engineering wonderkind. Wunderkind, right? Wunderkind? You take all the correct precautions. You clear the area of anything that might be contaminated. You wear a radiation-proof hatsuit. You regularly check the radiation levels of the lab. And you have congruence on standby to call for help if you need it. Everything goes smoothly. You discover that the radioactive part of the plant is confined to the carpel of the flower, its reproductive organs, and that the petals act as a radioactive shield to protect the rest of the planet. If you press the center of the flower, the petals close and block the radiation enough that a person can pass by without feeling sick. Neat! You should be able to use this to protect yourself next time you encounter this plant in the wild. Get to work! Okay. And I just need... Oh, I just need 50? Look at this. I just need 50, huh? Wait. Let's move these. How do I... How do I use the controller to move stuff, huh? Okay, well, I'll just take this off manually with the mouse. Three, and then this one. You see that? Plus 4 biology, plus 4 organizing, plus 15 kudos, plus 10 stress. Plus 1 friendship with Cal. You're lying in bed, staring at the wormhole through your window when you hear a deep thump resonate through the ground. Then a second one, quieter. The woven roof of your room quivers, unleashing a season's worth of fine glowing dust to sift through the air. Through your open window, you hear voices sounding the alarm. The annual offensive is here, and leading the charge are 2 massive faceless. I can't join the fray this time. I'm not brave enough. What's my bravery at? 32? Oh, I just needed 3 more. That fucking sucks. Just hearing people shouting about the faceless triggers panic. Your chest clenches, your guts roil, and you break out in a cold sweat. You're no use to anyone like this. Best to just stay inside. You pull the covers up over your head and try to calm down. Every so often, you hear more of those deep whoop noises and the zzz of plas rivals. They get louder, so close you can differentiate the massive footfalls of the creatures and what must be the heliopause's explosives. The walls shake with the shock waves of the explosions. Then you hear a loud explosion, the loudest you've ever heard. Your entire room shakes, the floor and walls vibrating with the massive shockwave that rips through your quarters. Then, nothing. Silence. A few minutes later, your hollow palm chimes an all-clear message. You creep out to your balcony to survey the damage. People filter out of their hiding places, shielding their faces from the heat coming off the bonfire in the middle of the square. On the horizon, the first watery rays of quiet sunrise are struggling to make a dent in the hot orange glare. The colony's fire suppression system is turned on the square, revealing the charred corpses of the 2 faceless. Utopia walks by with a reclamation team hauling an industrial plas cutter on a hover lift. Did he use the mining explosives? Utopia says in awe. Mighty bold of him. Those things will blow a hole in a mountain, or a creature, I suppose. She sighs. Wish he gotta save them from mining. That must have been the last of them. And we sure can't make more. Then she and her crew are out of earshot as they pick their way down the blast crater to carve out the faceless for recycling. Unfortunately, oh shit. Unfortunately, the colony wasn't prepared for an attack of this magnitude, or the havoc that Governor Loom brought down with those explosives. While everyone was distracted by the pyrotechnics, Xenos got into one of the greenhouses and destroyed next season's seedlings. And not all the explosives went off. As Utopia's team starts their cleanup, a stray charge suddenly explodes across the field. Shrapnel zips past you as everyone dives for cover. A piece hits you in the thigh. Effing stars, ouch! As you gingerly check the nasty burn on your leg, you consider that if Utopia is right, at least the garrison's out of explosives to play with. You can't just nanoprint more unstable molecules like those. But How will the colony defend itself during the next attack? I had deja vu. Did I read that before? All of that? Oh shit! We're at 17 now! We're becoming less baby! Radioactive plan? Embarrassing lesson? Cultivating sponge cake? Gift from a secret admirer? This! Ooh! Up to the highest height? I got that? Yeah. That was weird. 2 times. Raining bounce weasels. My relationship with Sim is +4 because we met Sim. And the other one, and then +1.5 with this. We maxed out. Then half for Rex, Cal, Tangent, and Nomi Nomi. We got 89 plus kudos, 75 plus stress, 15 plus rebellion, 5 plus food, and -2 defense. Okay. We are now age 17. Just the person I was hoping to see. Your dad jogs over with a sunny smile. Hey, you want to get your hands dirty? Well, more dirty. The survey teams are bringing in a ton of animals we're working on domesticating. We could use your help. You already know your way around a shovel, so I figured you wouldn't mind stopping by sometimes and giving the old man a hand, he says, pointing towards the animal paddocks. Cal is helping out too, so you'll have a friend to work with. If you happen to be out with the survey teams, keep an eye out for more animals to bring home. Sure thing. Your dad smiles. Great, see you there. Unlocked pending animals and geoponics. Hallelujah! It's Cal! Damn! He's changed in a year. Cal is taking a break in the shelter of the geoponics dome. As you approach, you see him tossing crumbs from his lunch into an area of uncleared scrub. And as you get closer still, you recognize the glinting of a Hop-Eye's iconic 4 eyes. Shh, Cal says, holding his fingers to his lips. This one's got a little clutch of baby hop kitty somewhere. I've almost got her trust, so she'll show me back to her nest. And then I can move them outside the walls. Oh, is that a log? It is a log! And who likes logs? I don't remember. Who likes logs? Oh, how's she looking? Ooh, look at her! I don't really care for aliens, Mars says, examining her nails. Why would I? Humans are far more interesting. Ugh. And if the aliens are so cool, why don't they have cities already? She tosses her hair. Checkmate, aliens. Woke moralists. Unless you're here because you've realized Rex... Oh, never mind. He said that to me a billion times before. You come across an anemone just sitting on bench. Her rifle slung across her knees as she stares into the middle distance. She snaps to attention when she sees you. Hey, Goober, she says. What do you need? It's Tang! So we were at war then, Tang says, fiddling with her microscope. I'm of mixed feelings. First of all, nature has been at war with us since the day we landed, so if it takes an official declaration in order to secure more resources for engineering, I accept it. Welcome to the good fight, administration. She pulls back from the microscope and blinks, rubbing her eyes. On the other hand, it's ridiculous to declare war on an intangible enemy. One may as well declare war on aging. Do you like wood? Does she like wood? Let me check. Do you like wood? Tangent. Fuck. Why don't I know if she likes wood? Is it he that likes wood? I don't know. Fuck. I guess... Here, I have something for you. You want wood? You want a log? Tank shrugs. You should probably just keep it. I don't even know what I'd do with that. She does not like wood. Oh, I'm stressed out. Oh, it's Rex! Over the years, a lot of people have started wearing a lot less clothing than you remember from when you were growing up on the climate-controlled stratospheric. Definitely a lot less than in the holovids you brought from Earth. Rex, though. Rex has really acclimated to Vertumna's hot, sultry weather. Woo! Rex throws his head back and laughs so loud it echoes through the courtyard. Woo! He yells. Woo! You both giggle, then lock eyes for a few seconds that feel like literal months. Eventually, Rex fixes you with a fangy smile and scratches the back of his head. It does nice things to his whole chest, shoulder, bicep situation. So you like what you see, huh? He leans in like sharing a secret. Me too, he whispers, then winks at you. Nomi! Looks the same. Nomi's the only one that looks the same. You look over Nomi's shoulder and see that they're drawing a whole page dedicated to native Vertumnan plants. They look up at you and rub their cheek with the end of their pencil. I know we're supposed to believe in Governor Loom, they confess, but what if we accidentally hurt the planet? What if some of the super cool plants and animals die? They look down at their page. I just think it'd be really sad if that happened. Oh, okay, this. Must be over here. Hey, dude. You can't find Dis outside the walls, even though the duty roster has him working on the expedition vehicles today. After asking around, one of his crewmates points you to where she'd seen him disappear into the forest just 10 minutes ago. You thank her and set off into the wilderness. You've picked up a few things about tracking after hanging out with Dis for so long, so you follow his trail into the nearby mushwood forest until you see him, speaking calm and slow. Shh, it's going to be okay. Just let me help you. You follow his voice to find him kneeling. What the fuck is this emo haircut? Is that a tattoo? He's got a tattoo on his left arm now? Okay. You follow his voice to find him kneeling on the ground next to a wounded Hopeye. The scent of blood and animal fear colors the air. Dis's knife glints as he pulls it from his sheath. Don't worry, he says to the creature. I've got you. It won't hurt anymore, real soon. A branch snaps under your foot and Dis's head jerks up. His eyes go wide, but he doesn't greet you. Instead, he gestures for you to get a little closer at the Hopeye. Its single leg is mangled beyond recognition from a hunter's snap trap, and it's bleeding heavily. It can only stare up at Dis, defeat in its poor eyes. It struggles once more, then goes still from the exertion, wheezing miserably. They tell everyone they're humane traps, Dis whispers. But humans lie, don't they? They lie all the time. The hunters won't be back to check the traps until tomorrow. Dis continues, looking down at the Hopeye with a grim expression. I have to put it out of its misery. I'll do it. Dis hands his knife to you and moves aside. You kneel and take the small, terrified creature in your arms, and with one clean cut, you slice through its neck. It tenses, twitching in fear reflex, and goes limp. You hand the knife back to Dis. Dis is quiet at your side for a long time, breathing evenly in through his nose and out through his mouth, like he's meditating. It's better to die quickly than to suffer in a trap, but there shouldn't have been a trap in the first place, he says eventually. He clicks his tongue against his teeth. It's pointless. It was going to die eventually, but not here. It's not natural. It's not the death part that bothers me. It's our vanity. Humans are so afraid of extinction that they'll kill indiscriminately to avoid it. Dis takes out a cloth and wipes the Hopeye's blood off his blade, his movement slow and reverent. I used to let it control me too. I thought dying meant that living was pointless, he continues. But now I know the truth. Life is short and brutal and hard. It's up to us to fill it with as many experiences as we can. Are we going to spend our lives cooped up in the colony? Subjugating nature because it strikes fear into our animal brains? He smiles faintly. Or are we going to get out there and live the only life we've been given? He looks down at the corpse of the Hopeye and lays his hand gently against his head. We're all going to end up like this in the end. There's no use denying it, and letting the fear of it control our actions. I never thought of it like that. Isn't it obvious? Dis says, looking up at you. It's not like I'm out there throwing myself off cliffs, but it's not something I let control me. He smiles genuinely. And because I don't fear death, I do so much more living. You should try it sometime. Dis lifts the Hopeye's body into his arms and rises to his feet. The smell of death will attract animals right into the other traps, he says. And I'm not taking it back to the colony to be stuffed into a recycler. We have to take it into the woods and give it back to nature. You and Dis walk further into the forest in respectful silence, Dis cradling the dead Hawkeye against his chest. Eventually, he tells you to wait while he finds the tracks of a predator and lays it down nearby, an offering the forest accepts without acknowledgement. He returns to you, blood-stained and solemn. It's done, he says. You begin the walk back to the colony, though it's clear Dis is taking his time. After a few minutes of walking, he turns to you and grabs your arm, forcing you to stop and look at him. Goober, he says, his eyes burning. Promise you won't let me end up like that Hawkeye. At your questioning look, he squeezes your arm to the point that it almost hurts. If I'm trapped here, just let me go, okay? I promise. Dis breathes a sigh of relief. Thank you, Goober. He stares at you for a few unnerving seconds, perfectly still, before jerking into motion and fishing a pendant necklace from his clothes. He unclasps it from his neck and holds it out to you. Here, he says. You should have this. I want you to have it. You turn and let him put it around your neck. The pendant is large, but surprisingly light. You recognize it as a fragment of the Unisaur horn, its pearlescent color shimmering in the light. Are you flirting with me? Dis's hands pause on your neck. Maybe, he breathes, so quiet you almost don't hear. Is that okay? His voice is shaking. Is he scared? Best friends! Dis, I feel the same way. You do? Dis says. You're not just saying that because you feel sorry for me, right? You turn around and shake your head. You've waited a long time for Dis to be ready, and he finally came to you on his own. A bird you had to let go to be free. Started dating Dis! Dis regards you with a serious expression. You're the only person that's calling that I've ever really cared about, he says. I don't know why you bothered trying to be my friend when I was just trying to push everyone away. His eyes drop to your mouth and linger there. I care for you so much, Goober, he says softly. It almost scares me sometimes. I've never felt like this before about anything. He cups your face and bends to kiss you, achingly sweet and slow. You can't imagine what I do to keep you safe. He steps away and looks down at the ground, suddenly evasive. Listen, I don't know how much longer I have left here, he says softly. I just want you to know that I want to spend the time I do have with you. Milestone! We did it! We did it! My mouth is really fucking dry. Okay, where do I go? I'm gonna go play with the animals. But first, let me save. There. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to geoponics. If it'll let me. Glad to see this game again. Hell yeah! We just we turned 17 and then immediately started dating Dis. And now I'm gonna go to geoponics and I'm gonna attend to the animals. Yeah! Milestone. This is a great character. You meet your dad by the animal pens, fresh and ready for your first day at your new job. Your dad laughs at your clean clothes and your scrubbed face. Oh, Pumpkin, I'm sorry to tell you that you're a little overdressed for the position, he chuckles. You're gonna get dirtier than all heck today. Go on, put on these overalls and let's get to work. You change and follow your dad to the float cow pens. He rubs their noses as he points out their names. I know they're cute, but these ladies aren't pets, he says. They're livestock. And more than that, they're not really domesticated like our animals back on Earth. They're more like tame. We give all the animals lots of room to roam, and we feed them well. They're not gonna get chased down and eaten by bigger animals, and we help them if they're sick. It's a pretty good deal, I think, but they're still pretty wild, he says. You gotta be careful with them. He leans his elbows on the fence. We were pretty lucky that Rotumna has herd animals, he says. Makes it a lot easier. We'll probably have real domestic animals in a couple 100 years. Well, kiddo, your dad says, spreading his arms. We've got all these animals. What do you want to learn about first? The brittle slugs? Oh yeah, we've got a ton of them, he says. They're great. Slow and easy to catch, and real gentle. Don't let the spikes fool you. They're actually really cuddly, and don't mind it when you pet them. It actually helps them. In the wild, they'd be scratching up on all sorts of things to knock off those itchy berries. He scrunches up his nose. They're not really berries. They're more like eggs. Well, they're like berries, though, because they're sweet and... You know what? Never mind. Vertumnant animals are pretty weird. The float cows. Your dad gestures at the herd of float cows. Here they are. Beautiful, aren't they? And pretty gross. You don't want to know where they make their milk, but I'll give you a hint. It's not dairy. He laughs at your wrinkled nose. It's not any weirder than when people used to drink cow's milk. I mean, who's the first guy who decided to do that? We figured out that if we keep feeding them what we be eating during pollen, they'll keep making milk year-round, he continues proudly. It makes them heavy enough that they don't float away. Otherwise, we'd have to keep them on leads, like balloons. Sugar bugs. Your dad takes you to the row of crates where the soft, squishy sugar bugs are all clumped up together in the moist muck. These guys are pretty cool, he says, picking one up. It perfectly fits in his palm. They're a colony just like us, and if you tickle them, you get... He brushes his finger along the top of the sugar bug, and a little jet of gooey stuff comes out. Sugar bug syrup, he says. Pretty neat, right? The trippets. These things are a little scary, huh? I don't much like the look of them. They look a little strange. No joke. We thought these guys were just plants for the first couple years, your dad says. We transplanted them from the wild into the greenhouses, but I guess that was just part of their life cycle because it turns out they're sentient and can move around and stuff. We moved them out of the greenhouses and into the barns, but we don't really treat them differently. They still mostly just sit there. Let's get started. Great, your dad says, clapping you on the back. That's the kind of energy I want to see around here. We need someone to muck out the float cow stables. They might float, but their poop sure doesn't. He hands you a shovel. Have fun. Let's get to work. Let's shovel some poo-poo. Poo-poo. Damn. Let's see. Nah, that's not good. Push through 10 stress. Plus 3 animals, plus 4 empathy, plus 10 kudos, plus 10 strength. It's your 17th birthday, but it's not just your birthday. Quiet is a time of new growth, a celebration of life and hope, not for just this year, but for humanity's presence on Vertumna for years to come. You and your friends are the symbol of that hope. Quite literally, you are the future of humanity. As you're all beginning to take your places as adults in the colony, the council has decided to throw a party in your honor. The Vertumnan Youth Ball. Mars is organizing it, of course. You get an embossed invitation, on real paper, slipped under your door. Dancing is for dweebs. I guess I could go. Okay, let's be enthusiastic about it. You slip into some party clothes and head over to the lounge to celebrate. Well, yourselves. And yourself specifically. It's your birthday after all. The lounge is all decked out. The decorations look expensive. Must have taken a lot of nanoprints or creds. Your friends are transformed too. Everyone is dressed up and looking like the young adults you're becoming. You can hardly recognize some of them. Mars catches your eye and waves, her bangles jingling joyfully. She looks like a model from her holo mags, every inch of her primped, painted, and perfumed. Goober, happy birthday! I'm glad you could make it, she says over the steady strum of the music. Drinks are over there. Make your song request a congruence and take off your shoes. You look down at your boots, then back up at Mars skeptically. She rolls her eyes and does a little bounce. Sock hop, just like Earth, duh. At the refreshment table, Cal is stuffing his face with party food, and Rex shoves 2 glasses of punch in your hands. Gotta stay hydrated, he says, pouring himself another glass. We'll be sweating it out one way or another, he winks at you. Don't let them fool you, Tangent mutters, joining you. She smears a glob of something pink and meaty looking on a cracker. It's a well-documented phenomenon that people inexperienced with imbibing alcohol will begin to act as if they're drunk, even if they're perfectly sober. To Rex, she adds, I mean, of course, that I am not going to suffer any bad behavior. Rex grins as he pulls a flask out of his vest and pours a healthy addition into his glass. Who says it's gonna be an act? Let's get a little loose. Come on, it's a party. The music changes to something with a fast pounding beat. Rex throws his head back and howls, Woo! It's time to dance! Just hang with your friends. Rex and Mars takes to the dance floor, joined by Anemone and a reluctant-looking vase. You stay behind with the others to watch, still marveling at how mature your friends seem tonight. They've transformed, like grotty little grubs, into beautiful dwarf moths. This shows up late and skulks around the outside of the lounge, eventually coming to pick up the food on the table. He keeps his distance from Tangent. Cal eventually heeds the siren's call of the dance floor and saunters over to join the others. You're left making somewhat awkward small talk about the food with the two siblings. Nomi, who's playing DJ with Congruence, spins up something a lot slower, more romantic. Grab a partner and pull them in close, they announce dreamily, or whatever distance you both feel comfortable with. Everyone giggles awkwardly and shuffles around, feeling the intangible friction of teenage politics. Who dances with whom? Who makes the first move? Is this still here? This is standing over by the DJ screen, helping Nomi with a song selection. He freezes up when you ask him to dance, stammering an excuse, but Nomi gives him a playful shove towards you. Go dance with Goober, they say. I can handle things. Dancing with this is a bit of a disaster. Neither of you know where to put your hands, and despite spending the entire song looking at his feet, this still manages to step on yours. He holds you rigid-armed and rocks back and forth mechanically until the song mercifully comes to an end. Other couples don't seem to have your lack of chemistry. Anemone and Vase have skipped dancing and gone straight to sucking face. This stares at them for just a bit longer than is appropriate, then blushes and flees the dance floor. After the slow songs, Nomi spins Congruence's music library to something with a little more bounce to it. The dance floor once more floods with bodies ready to gyrate the night away. The tunes are abruptly interrupted by Governor Loom's Speak hijacking the feed. He strides to the stage, flanked by Security Chief Rhett. Everyone on the dance floor whines in unison and having some buzzkill adults stop the music, but Loom just raises his hands and smiles indulgently. Look at you all, he says, young pioneers. I look at you and I see the future, not just of this colony, but of all humanity. You catch a few people rolling their eyes. You've heard this before. Right here. Good man. Real good man, really. The best of the colony. Share this poem from a great Earth poet, Loom continues. Now, I'm not one for poetry myself, but damn if it's not something I want to share with you kids tonight, on the eve of something really big. He clears his throat and reads from his hollow palm. We cannot tarry here. We must bear the brunt of danger. We, the youthful sinewy races, all the rest on us depend. Down the edges through the passes of the mountain steep, conquering, holding, daring, venturing as we go the unknown ways. Pioneers, oh pioneers. We, primeval forest felling. We, the river stemming, vexing we, and piercing deep the minds within. We, the surface broad surveying. We, the virgin soil upheaving. Pioneers, oh pioneers. Rumble and hiss. This is bullshit. Rhett looks at little pains, but Loom continues. What do you think that poem means, kids? He asks. Does it mean we should stay here in our colony, politely waiting for this guidance to make a space for us? He clenches his fist evocatively in the air. No! He exclaims. It means we need to get out there. We need to grab Fortuna by the balls and make it respect us. He points to you specifically. I need you, the next generation, to lead the charge. This is your planet, and you're old enough now to defend it. I'm asking all eligible fighters to join squads massing at expeditions, to get out there and attack those monsters where they live. We're taking the fight to them. No more hiding behind our walls. To your left, Vase and Anemone lead the cheering that erupts. Loom and Rhett leave, and the music spins back up again, but only a few die-hard partygoers still want to dance. Everyone else is broken into small groups to discuss the announcement. You are angry. This is bullshit, Cal exclaims, causing a few heads to turn. They're not even going to try to figure out why the animals are attacking us. They're just gonna kill, kill, kill. He waves his arms over his head. Aren't we supposed to be better than that? This clearly agrees, though much more quietly. They don't even know what's out there, he mutters. They have no idea what they're up against. The party fizzled out as everyone drifts away from the lounge. You return to find your dad had stayed up to make sure you got home safe. He's never done that before. You've always been told the colony was safe. Now, you see his sad eyes, and you know that time is over. God damn it, my throat is so dry. So much care for this war, your dad says, his voice dripping with disdain. I thought we left Earth so we could get away from that kind of thinking. Then a bunch of soldiers show up and all of a sudden we're back where we started? He shakes his head. Don't like that, not even one little bit. Kel and Rex are hanging out in the garden gazebo. You can hear their laughter echo through the garden long before you see them. Hey, Goober, Kel calls out to you, and Rex lifts his hand in a jaunty wave. Rex told me he wanted my help burying his bone in the garden, but when we got here, he said he must have forgot it back in his room. Can you believe it? Rex shoots you a long-suffering look and rolls his eyes. Nomi and Rex are talking together on the couch, legs intertwined. Rex spots you first and gives you a jaunty wave, and Nomi follows his gaze with a big smile. Hey, Goober, Nomi says, scooting over easily so there's space for you on the couch. Rex pats the cushion invitingly. We were just talking about what we'd rather have a pet. We were just talking about what we'd rather have a pet. Oh, as a pet. A hopeye as big as a unisaur, or a unisaur as small as a hopeye? What do you think? Yes. Hello, Rex. Rex is chatting with one of the young soldiers from the Helio, smiling wolfishly down at her with his hand braced above his head as she giggles. When she sees you coming, her smile drops and she beats a hasty retreat, avoiding your gaze. Rex turns, his confused expression melting away to delight when he sees you. Why, hey, Goober! He exclaims. Some of the Helios are weird about being seen with me, he continues unbothered. She'll be back. Help him build something? Actually, I'm working on something right now, Rex says, producing a holo projector. It looks so familiar. Wait, it's the holo projector you used to watch vids on in the creche. It's been broken ever since the creche was destroyed. I was hoping you could help me fix this up. I want to have outdoor movie nights. You help Rex bring the holo projector back to life, then help him make an outdoor theater for it, complete with overhead lights and comfortable places to pile up your bedding. Auntie Seaton provides the snacks. Rex looks at it with pride. We just have to figure out what to play for our opening nights. Have you seen my delinquent brother? Tang says. Tang asks, already agitated. He was supposed to appear for his vaccinations before leaving on expedition again. Dr. Instance messaged me like I am his keeper or some such nonsense. She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. I am done minding him. If he wants to cough up flower petals for 3 weeks or whatever else you mind is out there, just waiting to infect us, he's welcome to muck around and find out. And base. What is his problem with Rat? So confused. This war, Sis says, staring out into the wilderness, doesn't make any sense. What are we really fighting anyway? Nature? So when will it be over? And the planet is empty except for humans? Sis shakes his head. Sounds awful. I don't think we're working out. I can immediately break up with him. That is ridiculous. Will this do anything with stress? I was just thinking the same, Dis says, giving you one of his rare smiles. You go for a hike. After checking your gear, you and Dis strike out from the colony in a seemingly random direction. It's hard to tell if it is random. Dis seems equally as comfortable here as he feels out of place in the colony. He easily finds the hidden paths between trees, worn down by generations of xenofauna. He guides you to a clearing in the wilderness featuring a large, flat-topped rock. Dis climbs up first and extends his hand, pulling you up, and you spread out a blanket under the wide bowl of the sky. The sounds of the fungal forest swell and subside around you as you lie there together for a few hours, broken only by a handful of meandering, thoughtful conversations. Dis is a comforting presence by your side, and you feel utterly safe under his protection. Dis traces his thumb over your knuckles. I'm glad I can share this with you, he says softly. Not many people get it, but you do. Oh, that immediately helped with stress. That's so cool. Thank you, Dis. Man, my teeth hurt. Let's Relax on the walls. You're sort of half-heartedly scouting by walking along the walls when you come across what looks like a little memorial shrine tucked into an alcove. In it are drawings and mementos of the people who've passed away, including Tammy. You're struck once again by the senselessness of her death, letting the grief wash over you just as strong as the day she died. It's hard to believe that you came this far, through space, only to lose a friend in such a sudden and pointless way. You leave the shrine as is. Tang is pouring something from a carafe that could only be strong black coffee from the bitter scent. It was bracing at first, Tang concedes, but I have now endured it long enough that it has begun to feel pleasant, almost calming. She regards the carafe with something like fondness. As I require little sleep, I doubt I will become dependent on it. Addiction runs in my family, you know. This, though, is an indulgence I can allow myself. Rex is staring across the colony at the garrison, watching the soldiers go through their drills. Oh, never mind. Oh, I didn't even read that before. No, my bad. I'll read that later. You see Mars reclining with her feet in a bowl of water, colorful goop on her face, and slices of dust melon on her eyes. She lifts the dust melon off one of her eyes as you approach. I could identify the clomping of your horrible boots while fast asleep, darling, she says. Are you still running around everywhere? Sounds exhausting. It's important to take care of yourself. She settles the dust melon slice back in her eyes and smiles. You should take note. Cal? Cal is holding an ice pack to his face. Hey, Goober, he greets you, giving you a half-hearted wave. Don't worry, he says, indicating the swelling scrape across his cheek. Kinda weird how me and Rex get so clumsy around the Helio kids, huh? He gives you a significant look. Your dad is sitting on the fence overlooking the animal paddocks, chewing on a piece of grass. Oh, hey, Sugar Bean, he says, patting the fence next to him. Come to take a look at the wild, dangerous animals?
Naomi Norbis just redeemed autism creature.
Water though just froze a little, but don't worry, the redeem is working. It's gonna pop up soon. Just gotta wait. Come on. It froze when I changed models earlier, too. Yeesh. It takes forever for it to unfreeze when it freezes like that. I'll have to restart it later. Where was I going? Was I gonna go outside? I could go outside. I feel like everyone's gone insane, This says, looking around at the increased activity outside the walls. It's not just me who can see that, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to mess things up. No, the redeems are there for people to use. It's just water that was being a little precious right now. Sometimes it freezes when I change models or a prop enters the scene. It'll work. My face tracking hasn't frozen, so... Wait. This planet is bigger and older than we can even imagine. If we act aggressive, it's going to smack us down even harder. This spreads his hands. No one is listening. We have to listen to the planet. Does this interest you? Nah, I think our relationship's fine. Survey the plains. Survey the ridge. It'll give me +1 animals, but this will give me +2 bravery. Explore nearby. Utopia is working near the gates. This area has been deemed safe enough for kids to go for a hike, so long as you're back before dark and never go out during glow. There ain't a lot to see out there, she says. A logging camp, a few fields, some nice lookouts. You've been out here before, but that was when you weren't supposed to. So you let her give you advice anyway. Keep your eyes peeled for useful things like that there mushwood log. She points to a light, sturdy piece of wood by the side of the road. Lumber carrier must have dropped it. It's fairly safe out there, but that don't mean not totally safe, she cautions. Don't go too far, and if you see anything what scares you, run like heck and make a ton of noise. She helps tighten the straps of your backpack. What you hoping to see out there, sweets? Stuff to collect. Utopia laughs. Take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints, she teases. Suppose it's different on a brand new planet like this one, she says. We actually do need samples of basically everything, especially stuff what might be edible. She slaps you in the back. Things will grow pretty wild out there, she adds. If you picked a place clean, give it a year. But it'll look like you were never there at all. Oh, whoops. It's Sam! I see him right there. And I'm allowed to go past everything now. Ain't that neat? Oh my god, why hasn't it unfrozen yet? It's aggravating. Okay. Finally! It's back. Oh! Hey!
Mia just traded with 5 viewers.
My model froze just now. I'm waiting for it to unfreeze. Oh. There! Hooray! Thank you, Cornair, for the raid. Hello, everyone. I'm Melody Wisp, an asexual, aromantic, agender, trans, non-binary, nerd, queer, multiple disabled, and neurodivergent Puerto Rican variety streamer. I'm an accessibility provider and use stenographers to write closed and open captions for fellow disabled people. If you want to learn more about steno accessibility, please ask. It's one of my special interests. Hello from below. There we are. Just needed some aquatic assistance. Yeah! Thank you. I'm currently playing. I was a teenage exocolonist. We're currently 17 years old. We're dating one of the colonists. It just happened like 30 minutes ago. And this is our alien friend, Sim. And this is my autism creature. Do y'all like it? It's wobbly. Okay, we're gonna talk to our alien friend now. It is friend-shaped, absolutely. Let's see. Love it, A+. Wobbly. Hello, Life Forcer. You're enjoying a relatively uneventful second stint of taking readings for one of Utopia's geological surveys when your world shifts on an unnatural axis as Sim comes crashing seemingly out of thin air, grappling with a skyfish almost as big as he is. Look out, he calls to you, though it's far too late for that. The ground rushes up to meet you, and it's all you can do to close your eye to protect your head. To make matters worse, in the ensuing tussle, they completely crush the delicate scanning equipment you've just finished setting up. Utopia is going to be so upset. The heck was that? You yell at Sim, who just shrugs helplessly while he holds the skyfish at bay. It's a whole damn mess. What's he doing bare knuckle boxing with a skyfish? Honestly. The skyfish flops around pitifully, then springs back into the sky and flies away, trilling in distress. It didn't even look dangerous, really. Goober, Sim croaks, and you turn your attention to him. Blood is pouring from a wound on his chest where one of the skyfish's spines must have pierced his otherwise perfect skin. It's the kind of thing that will definitely leave a scar, or worse. Holding the wound closed, Sim smiles sheepishly. Okay, it's time for my amazing Sim accent, okay? I guess my future sight isn't already 20 out of 20. We was playing Rats with a friend of mine, and we spent a bunch of time exploring a single island. Hope things have been going well for you. Yeah! It's been fun playing this game again. I've been trying out TikTok streaming, and it's been pretty cool. I get a lot more views on TikTok than YouTube Shorts live. Are you going to be okay? You can see the future? Wow, you can see the future? He grins. You think it's just a coincidence that I'm always there at exactly the right time to save you? I'm going to AFK. It's really hot here. I need to self-care. Okay. Thank you for the raid. Bye-bye. At night, when I'm asleep, he corrects himself, I sometimes see visions of things that are going to happen, or at least that could happen. My dreams aren't always true, Sim says, wincing as he applies pressure to the wound. The pets branch and converge. Time is more like a web than a line, I think. He smiles weakly. But always in the center, there's you. I can see the future too. You can? Sim laughs. Well, you must not be very good at it either. You try to explain. You tell him it's kind of like remembering, but in your dreams. It's happened ever since you were a little kid, like you're remembering things that haven't happened yet. You admit that some of them are pretty rough, like visions of people dying. Sim nods in agreement as you explain. Some gods and nerds have this ability, he says, but it takes hundreds, even thousands of years to develop. It seems you were born with it. I can't tell you how this future sight works, Sim continues. To be honest, I don't even know, but if you're curious? He's clearly grappling with something, and not just the sluggishly bleeding wounds in his chest. His voice drops. You might look for answers under the light of the wormhole and glow, he confesses. You press him for more, but he begs you simply leave him to handle his injury in peace. Please, I am wounded. I do not want to answer questions no more. You hear a sad hiccuping sound and follow it to find a sick Hopeye. It's hunched down low, its foot completely nestled under its body and shivering uncontrollably. Its enormous eyes roll around in confusion and fear at your approach. Try to take it home. It's mine! Mine! Oh, this is easy? It's 70. Okay. Plus 6 if card. Okay. Okay. Now we have 48 left. Nah, this is better. Now I just need 27. And I won! The Hopeye hisses and tries to bite you. It doesn't want to be touched. You throw your jacket over it, then carefully pick it up and put it in your pack. You crack the zipper a bit to give it some fresh air. Your dad helps you make a little nest for it in an empty part of the geoponics barns. Every day, you bring it food and water and gradually nurse it back to health. Cal takes an active interest in the recuperation. Utopia says the hop eyes don't really have a gender, he says as you're washing out the pen together. Or maybe she said, they're both? And they're really social. So what are you gonna name them? He asks. Optimus Prime. A noble companion who's more than meets the eye. Perfect. Cal offers the hop eye a piece of bobber fruit. Cute! Optimus Prime plucks the fruit from Cal's hand and hops into your lap to snuggle down and nibble on it. Cal snaps a photo with his holopalm and shares it, captioning it Friends for Life. Plus 4 bravery, plus 3 perception, plus 1 dis. Woo! Thank God I got more bravery. I'll do it again. Oh! Extra card draw. Draw an extra card at the start of challenge. Look! I have a pet! Optimus Prime! It's mine! Hey! This is sitting on the roof of one of the expedition transports, fiddling with something in his hands. As you approach, you can see the glint of a pocket knife in his hands. He looks up from his carving. Oh, hey, Goober, he says, looking a little bashful. Needed a new toggle for my backpack. I mean, we won't be able to rely on nanoprinted forever. I know, it's so cute, isn't it? Ooh. I was wondering what they meant by, you know, something about animals? What's this? Is this something I can look at? I thought it popped up that I can look at it. No? Okay. It's dead! Never mind. Mars is watching holovids, propping her head up with her hands. Newton's bloody apple, she curses. We have got to start producing our own entertainment soon, or I am going to literally go mad. Hey, Rex. Rex whistles at you as you approach, giving you a heated up and down with his eyes. Did you do something different with your hair? He asks and leans in to sniff you. New body spray? No. Is that a new shirt? Whatever you're doing, it's working for you. He makes a claw with one hand and growls sexually at you, then cracks up. Okay. My mom and dad asked if I was getting serious with anyone. Nobody says, wrinkling their nose. Rosa Rooney, right? It's Cal! You catch Cal at the gate to the garden. He's carrying a big bucket of rocks. Hi, Goober, he exclaims. He pauses to pat your pet on the head. And hello to you too, Optimus Prime. Hey, did you know they're opening a new park near Geoponics? Cal says. It'll be nice to have a calm place to rest in nature, but still be safe inside the walls. He smiles. And I helped build it. And bring Optimus Prime. He'll love it. Unlocked, relax in the park in Geoponics. It's Tang. Still talking about coffee. Mine. The soldiers are assholes, This says, scowling at a group of them just outside earshot. They stomp through the forest like they own it. They kill whatever they don't understand. They talk about how they're protecting us, but they're only making it worse. Explore nearby. Let's get another animal friend. Am I allowed to? +1 animal. Over here at Survey the Plains. Oh, but I get +2 bravery, so I'm gonna stick with this area. Oh, it's just following me, just bouncing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. If there's another yellow one, I guess that means that I can take it home. It's Sim! He's got nothing to say. What is this? Oh, it's just the end. Keep exploring. Okay, well... You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting this area. It's a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine while a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Lecture them about clear cutting. You like the forest better the way it is, all wild and natural. I'll go look at these animals. You walk into a clearing and immediately stop in your tracks. There's a Unisaur here. You've seen them before, but they still fill you with a sense of awe. Be as quiet as possible. Let's 1 for each gem. This seems fine. -1 kudos. Or 3, 2. Okay, well I guess it's 5, 4, 4, 2. Oh, this is better. Next round? And I won! It's great to finally win. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movements. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with wax from having done this before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful. Vertumna is a magical place. Popeyes can be dangerous in numbers, as you've learned in the past, but they're also small and can hide in the underbrush. You don't even realize they've surrounded you until they all come at you at once from every side. I gotta defend myself. Oh no! It's better if it's, Okay, I'll try this anyway, just to see if it's better. Is it better? 23? No, it's the same. Let's do 3 instead. No, this one. Never mind. It's gotta be this. 6. I'll do 3. 3, 3, 4. Super goal! The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send them scurrying back off to pick on smaller creatures than you. I'm gonna go home. Yeah, go home. This is sitting on the roof of one of the... Oh, never mind. I already spoke to him about that. The squawk queen. This is so ridiculous. Why would I feel the need to try and impress him? Everyone's so serious all the time, Nomi says, touching their chin with the tip of their finger. I'm trying my best to help. Even if I'm not good at soldier stuff, I can at least make things that make people smile. That's important too, right? Yes, it is. This. Hey. You come up beside Diz and slip your hand into his, and he startles before relaxing when he realizes it's you. Oh, hey, he says, blushing. What's going on? Your dad doesn't have time to chat, but he waves hello. Research xenobotany. Yeah, let's research. You bring your mushwood samples into the lab. You're going to study these and revolutionize the use of mushwood lumber. Maybe. Study this, mushwood! You examine the mushwood under a microscope and take notes on its cellular structure. Part of the reason it needs to be harvested and wet is because the cells get so saturated they lose structural integrity and turn to, well, mush during glow. Studying the exact process by which the cells take in water leads to a breakthrough. It might be possible to hack the process and stop the mushwood trees from taking on too much water during wet. If they don't take on as much water, they won't take as long to dry. You should be able to develop a spray that the loggers can apply to the fruiting body of the mushwood, the part that sticks out above ground, to close its pores. Reducing negative pressure in the body should stop it from pulling so much water from the mycelial network underground. This is great! Logging will be much more efficient now. Oh, and the goal is only 42? Value is wild. Okay, it's 5. That's pretty good. Oh shit. Five, 4, 3. Damn. Man. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is better. Push through, 25 stress. Organizing level 1, extra gear slot. Your dad takes a big breath of air. Ugh, this is real living, he says grandly. Sometimes I wake up thinking we're still hurtling through space in the shadow, and I'm just so jazzed when I remember we're here, on a real planet. He slaps you in the back. Never take this for granted, kiddo. How much more do I need for animals? I have 64, so I need 16 more. This is kneeling with his hand flat on the ground. Sometimes I swear I can hear the planet talking, he says. Everyone always told me I was weird. Maybe they were right. Yeah. Hey Mars. So I guess we're really at war now because I just tried to use my kudos to print a new hairband and they told me that I can't because I have enough hairbands already and they have to save the nano printer for things that are important. Mars crosses her arms and stomps her foot. Hello? Have you steamed my hair? Accessories are important, okay? Mars never change. Rex is staring across the colony at the garrison, watching the soldiers go through their drills. Not so sure about this war, he says, scowling. Seems a little bit like a bunch of big dick soldiers got in their heads to start killing things just because they don't look human enough. He sniffs in derision. I'm more human than they are, and I'm part dog. Hal looks up from the geoponics bed where he's doing something sciencey with the water. Oh, hey, Goober, he says. Just give me a sec. I'm checking the oxygen levels in the beds. Too much and you get too much aerobic bacteria. He huffs a little laugh. I sound like Tang, right? There's a lot of science in this geoponics stuff. Sure is the future. Speaking of Tang. Never mind. Let's go geoponic. Let's go study the animals. Your dad calls you over. Hey, Tomato Head, he says, running his hand through his hair. Have you ever thought about coming to work on the farm with your old man? I could really use your hands around here. He gives you a tired smile. He's really been working hard since your mom died. Well, if you think you're ready, I need people who know more than what end of a shovel goes in the ground. I'm ready. Your dad looks relieved. Great, he says. Just come see me in geoponics when you're ready to start. Glad to have you. It'll be more fun than wheeling dirt around, I promise. Let's get to work. Oh wait, it's only one. Okay. Whoops. What if I do this? Huh? Wow, it's literally the same. Yeah, there was no point in that. $30 stress. It's okay. Plus 5 animals. Sweet. New perk. Extra gear slot. Okay. It's so clear now. I gotta like chill out. Can I just... Here, I have something for you. A root. This is interesting. It's all Tang says, taking the roots and turning them over in her hands. Her lip curls in distaste of the dirt that still clings to them. No, really, she protests when she sees the look on your face. I'm going to analyze these roots to see if they have any useful properties. They might be medicinal. She turns to walk away, then remembers herself. Thank you, she adds, almost as an afterthought. Let's relax. On the walls. You spend your days mostly waiting around for Dis to get off work so you can hang out together. Sometimes you just need some time to not think about stuff, you know? Forget. This year's Versailles is ushered in with a big military band. Horns and drums supplemented by recordings of parade music from Earth. Governor Loom strides out of command on a grand red carpet and ascends the stage to raucous applause. Thank you, everyone, he calls out over the din. Look at you! Look at all this colony! Finally truly united! All it took was a common enemy, he declares. I look at you beautiful people, you strong people, you good human people, and I see a fire in your eyes. I see courage in your heart. I see a colony that's ready to win. I see a colony that's here to stay. Vertumna, do you hear me? He raises his arms and roars. Do you hear me, Vertumna? We humans aren't going to hide anymore. Loom gestures for Security Chief Red to join him on stage, then continues. The original fugitive colonists got it wrong. In Roman mythology, Vertumnus was the god of cultivation, not of rampant chaotic growth. He clenches his hand into a fist. We need to clear the field before we can plow it. Vertumna won't be safe for human life until the aliens are eradicated. Red crosses his arms and nods his agreement. Maybe there's more to this plan than Loom is letting on. Loom descends from the stage and does a receiving line of handshakes and fist bumps. In the vacuum left by his presence, Chief Administrator Seek takes the podium and clears their throats. I want to announce that this will be the last year that festival contest will be held. What? A sound of protest rises from the crowd, and near the front, Loom just shrugs theatrically and mouths, Not my fault. Seek looks down at him pointedly, then continues, This war will use our colony resources at a tremendous rate, including the most valuable time. Loom takes the stage again and soothes the crowd. I do have some good news, he declares. Starting today, the colony is going to be granting requests from people who want to have children. A happy murmur burbles through the crowd. Yes, that's right. It's time to start in the next generation of Vertumnans and secure a future for our children. Loom pumps his fist in the air. Humans! 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 Anyway, about this war on nature? I think it's stupid, Cal says immediately. I know survival is important, but we don't have to kill things to survive here. Mars rolls her eyes. Of course you think that, she mutters. Personally, I think Loom is a total nullhead. He's not that much older than me. What is he, like 24? And everyone listens to him? She flips her hair over her shoulder. They should listen to me instead. Finally, you're all called to participate in the games. The last ones, maybe forever. If this war on nature ever ends, you'll probably be an adult. As your friends all separate into their usual games, you realize this may be the last time that you just get to be kids. What do you choose? I don't have enough for any of them. Skip the games! You head off to the wall. This is already there, having slipped away sometime during the speeches. I hate this colony, he mutters. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. After the festivities, everyone is supposed to take a few days of vacation. You and your friends relax, but the adults move around the colony like ants in a hive, fortifying the walls and preparing for the human offensive against the planets. That's bad, I think. I think it's bad. This is kneeling with his hand flat on the ground. Oh, he's listening to the planet again. Nah, I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go hang out with my alien buddy. How much bravery do I have now? $37 bravery. How much do I need to do the thing with this? I need 40 plus. Okay. Guess I'm going back to explore nearby. Events respawn in quiet. Where do I want to go? I guess I can continue doing this. until I get all the events. Oh, it's Sim! You pause in your tracks, hearing a terrifying sound. You strain to listen. Is it Manicore's roaring in the distance? Or something even more dangerous? Bravely continue on. Oh, the goal is 69? Nice! Oh, whoop. I can either have one or the other. Yeah, I'll do that. It's actually pretty hot right now. Ooh. 3. No, I didn't mean to do that. 3. Now I just need 26. Hell yeah! You don't back down, though it takes energy to keep walking toward the roar as you hear it again and again, getting louder and louder. It's not a Manicore. It's a little fluff of a creature, all puffed up with the effort of roaring, its voice amplified by a hollow log. It sounds just like a Manticore, though. What a weird survival feature. It probably intimidates a lot of predators. I'm gonna go talk to Sim. You think you see Sim running through the trees up ahead near the edge of a cliff. You call out to him, but your voice is drowned out by a screeching roar that shakes the forest. A Manicore! You're feeling a remarkable lack of self-preservation today, so you holster your scanner and follow the noise to the trees. To find Sim fending off not one, but 3 Manticores at the edge of the cliff, his back to the fatal drop behind. He's bleeding profusely from his hairline, and his left arm hangs uselessly at his side. He doesn't even register your presence as he tries to calm the beast with soothing sounds. One of the Manticores knocks Sim off of his feet, and your heart lurches as a spray of stones clatters down the cliff. The beasts have him completely at their mercy. The lead Manicore's delicate feet pin Sim's tattered clothing to the ground, spittle drooling from its misshapen jaws, and he watches Sim's expression twist with an emotion you've never seen in him before. Fear. I'm gonna save here. Save. No. Save Sim. Save Sim! Hard! 108! Yomink. I'm not gonna be able to do this. Fuck. Okay, that's 28. Wait, what? I almost used it on the wrong one. Okay, now it's 31. 8, 5, 0. Three. It's better with 0. 3 it is. Or I could use this one. Nope, this one. This one's better. Okay, now I have 54. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh no! guys. That didn't help at all. No, I think this hand's worse. Actually. A lot worse. $32. $31. Shoot. No! Oh shit, he really died! He really died. I don't like that. I can't believe he died for real. I'm gonna try again. Oh no, it's the same fucking hand. +3 bonus to pairs. $28. Okay, it's the same. I mean, this is the exact same hand, so... No! Okay, I just won't do this one because if I don't have a strong enough hand, then Sim fucking dies. As you come to a bend in the path, movement catches the corner of your eye. There's something up on top of a nearby mushroom-capped tree. You can't quite tell what it is, but is that a person? Sim peeks over the edge of the mushroom cap, grinning playfully like a Cheshire cat. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, he warns in a mocking tone. Another way. Never mind. I gotta do it. Stupid Sim. He thinks he knows everything about this planet. You don't need his advice or his mockery. You round the bend and regret it immediately as something long and thin slaps against your face. Then another whack against your back, and as you spin to face your attacker, whap whap, 2 slaps to your shin, sending you reeling. Whatever's attacking, you can't see it. You fall to the ground and cover your head with your arms in defense. Nothing happens. Just silence. When you look up, there's no attacker, but the plants all around you are flattened to the ground. They're long, purple reeds with knobby bumps at their bases. As you watch, the reed slowly starts to bend back upright. You poke one experimentally and it slaps back down to the ground, stinging your hand. Attacked by grass. How embarrassing. You decide to call it a slapgrass. A nearby pond has dammed up and washed up to the path here. The path continues on the other side. Bravely jump over it. Hello, Nayeli. How you doing? Might be better if it's this. It's exactly the same. Good, what about you? I'm doing pretty good. There's a character in the game that I just got to that'll die if I get something wrong. So I'm like having to avoid it right now. I already killed him once. No, I could do this instead, right? No, move this over here. Unchangeable. Is this okay? Okay. That's pretty good. Oh, I just won this. You bravely fall in and get wet. You flounder towards the other side, soaked but victorious. You let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blob grass. Totally transparent, the sticky fronds are hard to see but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blob grass field. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Looking for a path through it. One plus. Oh, I don't have any reds anymore. It's fine. Huh? Why did I say that? Why did I think I needed a red? All I need is this. I won again! There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blob grass. You spend a bunch of time on it though, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Is that the last in this area? I think so. Let's go home. Yeah, go home. Okay. It is mid-dusk. Ooh, I can do the dare now. Dare you to go into a restricted area. You dared this to explore the creepiest, darkest part of engineering. Deep down where even chief engineer instance never goes. Onto the recycling room where they say there are ghosts. You set the mood, then sneak around behind him, put your hollow palm flashlight under your face and shout, "Boo!" He rolls his eyes. Plover, think about it. If there were ghosts on the spaceship, one of them would be my mom. Oh. Yeah, you guess that would scare a normal person, but this still isn't scared of anything. I keep trying to tell myself that not everyone needs to fight the aliens, Anemone says, looking up the colony road to the garden in geoponics domes. But I can't stand it when Cal talks about how we all gotta sing songs and get along. He's so stupid. Damn. Know me? I don't really care for aliens, Mars says, examining her nails. Why would I? Oh, I already read that before. Kale? Dad? Maybe I should get combat up. Maybe I should train. Let's do combat. Yeah, defense training. Security Chief Rhett interrupts your afternoon training to address the group. Anemone perks up. This seems important.
Since the original colony was destroyed, Rhett begins, we have needed every skilled security officer we can find to defend our home. And now with Governor Gloom's blessing, age is no longer a requirement. We are looking for young recruits to join the ranks of the defense squads. This is a serious job.
He punches his hand for emphasis.
You'll be soldiers, not little kids learning self-defense or peering down from the safety of the walls. You will be in danger. You need to be brave and know your way around a weapon. Step forward if you think you have what it takes to defend our colony.
Sure. When Rhett smiles, it's not a happy smile.
But do you have what it takes to survive?
Define what it takes. Rhett shakes his head.
You're a greenhorn, kiddo. No shame in it, but I won't enlist someone who can't handle themselves in a fight. Take some self-defense classes, then come see me again.
Okay, just need this much, so. Huh? Push through. +4 combat. Need some time off? Well, okay. I need 80 bravery? How do you even get bravery that's that high? That's ridiculous. Relax in the walls. I'll get rid of a 3. Hang is sitting before an array of hollow screens, all showing different graphs. Making decisions based on the mistakes of the humans we purposefully left behind on Earth is foolishness, she says between bites of her protein bar. We may as well ask the stars for guidance like astrologers. No, I will not be taking questions at this time. Nah. Trying to find a thing to do. Oh, I could visit the supply depot and buy something new. Plus 30 bravery? I need more kudos! Okay. I need 50 more kudos. I can do it. Watch me. Which one gives the most? 10 kudos, 15, 10. Okay, research xenobotany. Your work often overlaps with Tangent's work in the biochemistry and genetics lab. So it's not uncommon for her to pop by and ask questions about what you're working on, or for you to ask her for help interpreting some test results. She's uncharacteristically animated whenever she gets to talk about science, almost like she's a whole different person. She even laughs sometimes. Don't you think it's so interesting how vertumnum species resist being classified by any known taxonomy? She asks, peering into the root network you're sandwiched between pieces of clear glass. She stands up. It feels like everything is a little bit fungal, she says. Spores, fruiting bodies, mycelial networks, even in animals. Some animals here even photosynthesize. She nods excitedly. The division between plant, animal, and fungus is less strict here than it was on Earth. At the cellular level, many animal species have properties of plants and vice versa. She notches into an explanation of how high-energy bonds store energy and require a metal catalyst, like iron in human blood and chlorophyll in green earth plants, but how the different hues of vertumnum plants must mean they use an entirely unknown elemental catalyst, possibly not even a metal at all. It's a little advanced for you, but Tang is very excited about it. She stops and takes a breath, winded by her own monologue. Sounds, Goober. If vertumnum plants and animals share an elemental catalyst, we found out what it is. We can learn so much about this planet. Help advance her theory. You show Tangent what you've been working on. All the samples and simulations, the results of scans and experiments. Incredible, Tangent says, going over your notes. We've been attempting to map the genomes of various samples in order to construct a phylogenetic tree, but we're at capacity already. Can I take this? Of course! Tangent smiles. Thank you, Goober. This is more helpful than I can say. Chief Engineer Instance forwards you some kudos for sharing your research. Ooh. And that one's locked, huh? And I won! Okay, I'm at 171 kudos. You go to grab a wheelbarrow from the barn where Cal keeps his pet dilly pillar, and find Cal standing over her empty trunk. Socks is nowhere to be seen. Where's Socks? Cal leans on his rake and runs his hand through his hair. Oh, yeah, I guess you didn't know, huh? He says. I came in one day over a year ago, and I guess she'd go through her box and run away. He stabs his rake into a pile of straw and scoops it into a pen. Probably for the best, he mutters. She wasn't doing well in the end. Had no clue what to feed a dilly pillar. Still don't. Hope she's okay out there, he continues. I guess some animals shouldn't be pets. He sighs. Don't miss her pretty fierce, though. Cards with gems are wild! That one's 11? There! I got 17 kudos. Just one more. Oh, it's glow now. Oh shit, it's glow. They told me to do something, right? In glow? The wormhole. Damn. Trying to see if I can, like, get it to happen. Hey. Oh, it's just plus 5 kudos. Okay, now I'm gonna have the 200 I need to get that superhero cape. Why does my ass hurt? The geoponics domes are a comforting beacon of light during glow. While everything else is throwing off an unsettlingly alien light, the domes are stable, dependable, human. You like spending time in them, tending to the seedlings that will be transplanted to the fields and pollen. Ooh. Oh, damn. Okay, I'll push through. Oh yeah! You're just putting your boots on to grab dinner in the lounge when you hear the colony sirens begin to wail. It's a yearly attack. They couldn't have waited until you ate dinner? Rude. Outside your window, you watch the colony defense begin to mobilize. Your hollow palm chimes with the usual reminders for all civilian colonists to stay indoors. Join the colony defense! You head to the garrison to grab a plas rifle, then report to the front. Chief Rhett looks surprised to see you, but assigns you to a squad with Anemone and tells you to get up on the walls and do your best. On the other side of the walls is more Xenos than you've seen in one place, ever. They seethe out of the forge, large and small, herbivorous and predatory, fungal and otherwise, flying and crawling and hopping towards the colony with a single-minded determination. The air fills with the pew-pew of laser turrets and the crackle of plas rifles. The enemy's front line collapses, only to be replaced by even more Xenos, just as many as before, if not more. There's no end to it. The firebreak turns into a graveyard of dead and dying alien bodies, wave after wave, crawling over the corpses until they roil at the base of the walls like the foam on a wave when it hits the shore. You hear the walls creaking underneath you, but they hold strong. There is no sun to set and glow. The night falls on the battlefield without any break in the fighting. Your fingers begin to cramp from pulling the trigger of the plas rifle. Finally, you're relieved by the second guard shift. You walk straight into the garrison and right into a dreamless sleep. You're woken 6 hours later for your next shift. The kitchens have provided the soldiers with pressed soy rations and hot blep tea, which you grab, then make your way back to the walls to survey the carnage of the night. As you arrive, your hollow palm lights up with a priority message. Security personnel, we are under siege! The security chief says, getting right to the point. On Earth, sieges were used to break a city by starvation or drought. We have plenty of food and water. Guards will rotate 6 hours on, 6 off. So long as we keep the Xenos on the other side of the wall, we can hold them off for days. Weeks, even. Weeks? Everyone exchanges exhausted looks. He pauses and then adds, We can do this. We're stronger than them, and we're not going anywhere. You and the other soldiers fall into a fitful rhythm, alternating shifts on the wall with brief snippets of sleep. Gunfire becomes the soundtrack of your days, which begin to smear together like paste. Anemone in particular is suffering. She volunteers for relief shifts, sometimes pulling doubles or triples on the wall. You catch her mechanically shoveling soy porridge into her mouth before seeming to fall asleep sitting up. A minute later, she jolts awake as someone's spoon clatters against their bowl. Tempers grow short as fatigue sets in. 6 days pass. You're on shift watching the Xenos batter themselves against the walls. You feel your eyes unfocused at the sheer formless horde of them. In all these days, they still haven't breached the colony. Sometimes they even seem to retreat, ebbing backwards and reforming somewhere else. It's behavior you've never seen before. A group of monsters breaks from the tree line. Nothing new except for one of them. One of the Xenos looks different from the others. Almost humanoid. What is that thing? The creature looks suspiciously like a person, at least from the waist up. Down below, it's a lumbering chimera, vaguely reminiscent of a faceless, trapped in tattered bits of flesh and bony protrusions. Something like hair flutters behind it as it turns and looks right at you with an unnerving, malevolent intelligence. You rub your eyes. Yeah, it's still there. It approaches to the base of the wall, and the other monsters surge forward on to pound against the gate. Try to talk to it. You wave to it, and the creature sneers, and, to your surprise, approaches the wall. Little weed. They address you in a halting, rasping voice. Everything seems to go quiet nearby as you strain to understand this talking horror.
Breed of breeding rabbits. Child of breeding rabbits. Feral pig. Kutsu.
Its unnervingly human gaze pierces you.
Introduce species. You understand?
You wonder if you're hallucinating. Is it holding a gun? You slowly nod yes. You understand the words at least.
I am noctilucent,
the monster says through a voice box that seems better suited to guttural roars than human language.
A gardener. Designation pest control. I perform my task, unlike gardener symbiosis.
Sim. Yes, now that they're standing still, you can see the seed of Sim's slightly inhuman features staring back at you. Their hair is a bit like Sim's as well, as if it's actually alive somehow, waving in a wind that isn't there. What do you want? Who are you talking to? You jump as Anemone sneaks up behind you, and when you look back, Noctilucent is gone. -1. Nobody. You shake your head and mumble something about needing sleep. You promised Sim you wouldn't talk about the gardeners. She nods and pats your shoulder. This siege is getting to everyone, Goober. It's okay. Finally, after the 6th day of the siege, you look down the sights of your plas rifle and see a curious thing. The monsters are retreating. As you gather with the other soldiers in the colony square, your holopalm lights up with a priority announcement from Governor Loom.
The alien attackers have been defeated, he says. The siege has ended.
Loom smiles broadly and puffs out his chest.
Another year, another win. You're welcome, Vertumna. You're welcome, humanity. You're welcome?
You hear and see Chef Rhett nearby, looking livid.
What did he do?
He rants to his security officers.
Raced out there like an idiot with his honor guard, defend strategically unsound positions, put himself in danger so we had to save his overstuffed ass.
The soldiers all shift uncomfortably, but no one disagrees.
And when I actually needed him,
Rick continues,
taking his 12-hour beauty rest while the rest of us slog through endless shifts.
The soldiers are exhausted from the siege. The crowd in the square disperses quickly. Only a few Helios remain, covertly filming Rhett while he continues to rail against Loom. On the horizon, the first rays of quiet streak the sky with lavender. You watch Utopia's reclamation crew head out through the gates to begin vaporizing xenocorpses for the component molecules. That night, you have terrible dreams. You imagine that you're sieging the colony, that you're a creature crawling in the mud on your belly, the ozone crackle plas rifle arcing overhead. With your taloned claws, you rip into the walls like they're made of clay, stuffing choking handfuls of it in your mouth. In a moment of lucidity, you try to pull the clay from your throat, but no matter how hard you pull, it just never ends. You jolt awake when you realize you've been pulling your own guts out of your throat. Just a dream. You're shaking and coated in a film of terror sweat, your heart pounding. You don't find sleep again before dawnbreak. That's terrifying. That's cool. Cool dream. 10 out of 10 dream. Start age 18. Oh yeah, I have the 200 kudos I need to get the bravery thing. Right here. Yeah, this is the one I want. Yeah. Look at my bravery. How much is it now? 72. I need 8 more. I'm just looking for any other collectibles before I head out. I already had that conversation with this. That's why I just clicks past it. You spot Dis in deep conversation with one of the other people who work in expeditions, conferring over a large holo map. Dis points out a location on the map, and the explorer makes a note on their holo palm before walking away. Dis closes the holo map and notices you standing there. He looks around hesitantly, as if checking if people are watching, before giving you a chaste kiss.
Hey, Cooper,
he murmurs. Yep, I still need more bravery. Survey the plains? +1 animals. Survey the ridge. Go back to the ridge. Haven't been there in a while. Hello, Utopia. You report to the expedition's tent to find not just Utopia, but Security Chief Rhett and Vase as well. I just can't spare any more of my people, Utopia's explaining to them. You've already pulled almost all the foragers, and we're already running skit crews in the ridges as it is.
There's one person you can spare,
Rhett replies, turning to face you.
Hello, Goober. How'd you like to transfer into one of my hunting parties? Utopia tells me you're one of her best explorers. We could use someone like you.
He indicates Vase.
I need someone who can keep up with this one.
Vase puffs his chest out, proudly. Why do we need to kill them? Vase laughs.
Because they're killing us, Goober. Keep up.
He clenches his fist.
It's the classic struggle between humanity and nature, he says. Nature's not all flowers and rainbows. On Earth, everything and everyone was trying to kill each other. For survival, for food, hell, even just for fun. I can't wait to bag a real trophy Xeno, he chuckles, framing his hands like a painting on a wall. The first 10-point Bucca and Vertumna.
I don't want to kill animals for fun. Rhett scowls at Vase.
You won't be killing them for fun. You'll be killing them to defend the colony.
Vase rolls his eyes. I will never kill a living creature. Except I already have. I just want to see what happens. Let me check. Nah, I'm gonna say no. Vase scoffs.
Even if it was trying to kill you? I knew you Strato kids were soft. I didn't know you were suicidal too. Not everyone's cut out for life or death situations, Rhett says, then turns to you. You know, Goober, it's not all killing, he continues. Sometimes it's about tracking and identifying dangerous creatures before they reach our walls. You wouldn't necessarily have to kill them.
He holds up his hand.
But you don't have to decide just yet. Talk to Utopia later if you change your mind.
Heck no! Let's go to the cave spot. My little pet is struggling to keep up. I'm going so fast. Look at me go with my little legs. What the fuck is this? You find your way blocked by a massive wall. No, a hollow pillar, knocked over and lying on its side in the sand. It's absolutely massive. It stretches to your left and right at least 1 kilometer in each direction, though at some points it's crumbled enough that you can likely scale over it. Check it out! Oh, it's easy? Oh, it's a goal of 84. Oh, it's so easy, huh? No. Yeah, I think this is fun. And this one? Wow, this sucks. I have so many cards here. Oh, I need more. Yeah, that's a lot worse. I'll just give up. You walk and walk, but get tired before you reach the end. At some point, the visible part of the pillar is completely consumed by a sand dune, and you decide to go no further. It'll respawn. Eventually. Oh wait, I was going past it. I went in a circle. Man, my stress is already so high. Hey! This is an entirely different person when he's outside the colony walls. Without people constantly trying to correct his asocial behavior, it's like he's blossomed into someone who's actually confident. The more time you spend with him out here, the more glimpses you catch of the real Dis.
But you can't do this,
he says, jumping off a huge boulder and doing a cool roll at the end.
Wait, no! But you can't do it with your eyes closed. I can.
You and Dis cavorted around, daring each other to do more and more dangerous things. Dis isn't scared of anything. You think you see something up on one of the plateaus above you. The cliffside is covered in convenient vines. Dare him to kiss you on the lip. Dis goes pale.
What? No, but that's not the same,
he exclaimed.
You're cheating!
Wow, you might have found the one thing Dis is scared of. He says you pick a real dare. Dare Dis to race you to the next checkpoint. You're off before you even finish the sentence, Dis hollering, "No fair!" as you leave him in the dust. The two of you run on and continue your day. Oh, it's him! What if he dies again? Let's, do a new save. Don't die. Oh my god. Hey! You think you see Sim running through the trees. Oh. Oh, not this shit again! Okay, let's try again. It's not gonna work though, it's not gonna work. Hello, Corvid Witch. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. This is not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. Doing well, how's you? Having a fun time, but this, I accidentally came upon the same challenge that I was stuck on earlier. And if I don't win it, then a character like dies. So sad. Nope. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to. Not again. Look at this. Oh wow. High stakes, Godspeed, thank you. Man, I just lost again. I'm gonna load. Don't die! I'm going away from that. Let's get this. I can't even talk to him anymore because I'm trying to avoid his death. How sad. Damn, I got so many of these strange devices. What is this strange device? Is right. What the hell is it? Oh, I got into the crystal cluster. That's good. Ah, I have so many collectibles right now. Oh, what's this? You're back at the Convergent Domain Cave, which is still buzzing with strange energy. Oh, it's this thing again. It doesn't cost me much to do this. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. For some reason, It's not much. Damn. Let's take this down. 5? That's an 8 plus. 3. That's just 2. That's just 2 as well. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Man, I'm gonna fucking lose again. What? Why is it 0 now? Damn. And a gem. Shoot. Okay, that's just 1. That's also just 1. Okay. 3. Give up. Okay, I can try again. It's just plus 5 stress. Man, this perception challenge is so tough. Okay, it's 5 this time. This is probably fine. It was 21 before. Okay. No, it's 1 now. Or I could play the 2 gem card. Yeah, this seems fine. Four? Oh, it's just 1. This one? Oh, that's not enough. Oh, still not enough. Even though I changed them all to yellows. Damn it. Yeah, that's not good. It's still not enough. What if I do 5, 5? Oh. 5, 5. Four, 4. Shit. Come on! Okay. Guess I gotta give up again. Damn it. actually. I think it did an autosave, right? Just now? Yeah, okay, that was the autosave. So I probably still have all the collectibles. Okay, it's 8. And now it's 1. $25. Okay. This is fine. 0! How cruel! I'll do all these. 2 and plus 6. 4 plus 2. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Why is this one so low? I have to give up again. Okay, let's try again. It's 5. Next round. Why? Okay, well. This. I can always change this into yellow. And it didn't work. Okay, I'll just give up again. Move on to something else. And I'm gonna reload. Never mind, I can't reload. Oh, I only got 46 minutes left. Man, this stream has gone by so fast. You investigate a weird squeaking noise, eventually following it to its source. A whole swarm of bounce weasels are gathered on the cliff above you. As you watch as they throw their tiny bodies off at the edge, plummeting past you and out of sight, they scream and screech in excitement. Okay, weird. Oh, I already have one of those. I went from a distance. In your best wildlife documentary voice, you note that the bounce weasels are probably killing themselves off so the rest of their tribe will have a better chance of survival. Or maybe they're migrating and made a mistake, and now they're all plunging to their death, to their certain death. Such a tragedy. You are totally just making this up, but it sounds good. At any rate, you get a great recording of the hideous screeches the animals give as they leap off the cliff. Like miniature battle cries, they send shivers up your spine. You're having to record it from way, way back here. You're getting thirsty. Oh. Search for water. Oh, it's easy, huh? It doesn't look very easy. It's 17, so that's better. That's better too. Oh. 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's not much. Five, 4, 3. Seven, 6. Two, 3, 4. Giving up. Time to go back home. You roll out of bed at noon because you're allowed to, because it's your birthday, but also because you're exhausted. You barely slept at all last night. You've been having these nightmares since the siege, more and more every night, like they're trying to tell you something urgent. You can't make any sense of it. All the imagery is jumbled together, all these possibilities and timelines and things that might happen. Some nights you wake up in a cold sweat, a scream already in your throat. You sit on the edge of your bed, run a hand through your hair, and check your hollow palm. A few people wish you happy birthday, but that's all. You guess you're getting older. Birthdays aren't as important as they used to. Right, and Mars wants to meet you for lunch in the lounge today. You'll have to practice your smile. Go meet Mars for lunch. As you enter the lounge, surprise! You do your very best to play along and act surprised. Woo! Streamers! Balloons! Great! All of your friends are standing around wearing goofy hats and clapping. Nomi is holding a bunch of balloons larger than they are, and Rex is wearing a cute little waiter's outfit with a bow tie. You accept their hugs and birthday wishes, trying to hide your exhaustion and demurring with a few pointed, "All this for me? You shouldn't have!" No, really. Rex wanders around with a tray full of little snacks, offering them to everyone with a vampy accent and a silly airheaded giggle. The goofball act chips away at the natural awkwardness of a surprise party. That is, the first 5 minutes after everyone shouts surprise, and soon everyone is laughing and enjoying themselves. Despite your exhaustion, you start to smile too. Your friends are so amazing, and they're all here because they care about you. Then you get some unexpected guests. Hello, Elena Ramirez. Nice for stopping by. How are you doing? The lounge begins to fill with Helio kids, mostly ones you don't know, the ones who usually keep to themselves and, well, don't much like you original Stratospheric kids. Vase and Anemone are with them, his arm draped over her shoulders. Anemone gives you a little wave of acknowledgement for your birthday, which earns a weird look from Vase. "Hey, who invited you guys?" Hal says, stepping forward with his hands clenched. "This is a private party." It's a public lounge," Vase replies. "We can sit wherever we want." Hal stops right into the midst of the Helios. "You guys think that just because you fell out of the sky, you're the wormhole's gift to Fortuna," he spits out. "We don't need you. We never needed you.
All you do is make things worse, like this party. You've rarely seen Cal so ready for a fight. He doesn't seem to care that the body language of the Helio kids has changed from cocky to dangerous. You're just a bunch of fascists, Cal continues. You and Loom. The lounge erupts, chairs screeching across the floor as the Helios jump to their feet, yelling at Cal, calling the colony illegal and Cal a fugitive. They jostle him around, but Cal plants his feet and stands his ground. You hear a bottle breaking and see someone advancing on Cal. He's not backing down. I don't have high enough friendship with Anemone. Stop it! Your voice is drowned out by their argument, then someone throws a punch and it's all chaos from there. Despite Cal's bravado and brawny physique, he's no fighter. One of the Helio kids socks him in the stomach and he goes down like a felled gnarled tree. Rex throws himself between Cal and his assailants, catching a few kicks on Cal's behalf before the Helios get tired and leave, with a few parting shots at Cal's alleged romantic interactions with the float cows. Vase doesn't get involved, but he doesn't stop them either. He's the last to leave the lounge, staring hard at Rex before smirking and turning away. Rex helps Cal to his feet. First time, huh? He says, dusting off Cal's clothes. Don't worry, they probably get it out of their system. Good on you for sticking up for yourself. Anemone lingers at a distance, clearly angry at Cal, but feeling bad about the fight. Well, Mars exclaims, clapping her hands. That was enough excitement, I think. Let's move on to the important parts. Cake and presents! Under Mars' skillful party hosting hand, the mood shifts back to festive. You enjoy your presents and your cake, but tensions boiling over like that is a bad omen for the rest of the year. Yeah, that is pretty bad. Don't want that to happen. Thanks for ruining my birthday party, asshole. And you! Why don't you stick up for your friends? Huh? I gotta go chill out. I'm gonna go hang out on the walls. You and Dis both blow off your responsibilities by relaxing on the wall. Sometimes you talk about stuff, but mostly you just give him space. He shows you his collection of dried flowers and herbs. He says he's big into the idea of neo-traditional medicine. I don't want a duplicate of those ones anymore. I need more events. I need to do more events. Survey the plains. One collectibles remaining. Boss event remaining. Try to be a hunter. Lore nearby. Survey the plain. How high is my bravery now? 72. Okay, I need 8 more bravery. Oh no, I can't talk to Sim, because if I talk to him, he dies. I got plus perception. I already have maxed out perception. I did nothing. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it still becomes red. Shouldn't bother. Five. Five. Or this one. Okay, that one's better. Now just push through. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unitaur looks up towards you, startled by your movements. Nah, I think I've already... Yeah, I already saw this before. Cancelled out some of my stress. Sorry, Sim. Can't talk. Too busy not wanting you to die. Oh, what's this? You spend so many days and weeks exploring. Some days you feel like you've seen it all, although you haven't gone very far from the colony. You have your favorite places and you're heading to one of them right now. You like it before because it's thrilling to get there. +3 on third stage challenges. Push through. You have to cross a fallen log over a deep ravine to get there. Today you make it across, controlling your fear and walking steadily without shaking. There it is. You arrive in an orchard of bobber fruit. The sweet, citrusy smell wafts from the red fruit as it bounces enticingly up and down at the end of long branches. You check carefully for animals. You've seen a territorial bush bub here before, but it looks like the coast is clear. You can pick and eat at your leisure. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Bye-bye! Oh, whoops. Shit. No, fuck! Keep doing that. Go. Go home. It's pollen! I'm gonna go forage. I haven't foraged in a while. Man, I'm not gonna be able to finish Sim's event. One of those things. Whoop! It's an egg. You come out of the trees into a large grassy clearing. I'm gonna take the egg. Oh shit! It's a manticore! Ah! Easy? Let's see about that. And this. Okay, this is the last one. Oh, I won! I took the egg! It's my egg! You stumble blindly through the clearing towards the relative safety of the trees, the cumbersome egg blocking your view of your own feet. You fall a few times, just barely managing to scramble out from under the clouds of the Manicore. You eventually find a member of the expedition's protection squad, who fires a warning shot with her plasma rifle over the Manticore's head. It roars in defiance and slinks into the trees. The egg's pretty addled from all the running and falling. If it was going to hatch before, it certainly won't now. You get a shit ton of kudos for it, and it's super tasty. Yay! Yay is right. I did it. That was just like a +1 though card. Sucks. It's another Manticore, huh? Hold up. Let me save. You come across a terrible scene. A Manticore has cornered a little Hopeye and is playing with it, batting it around and catching it over and over. The Hopeye is screeching in terror. It's a horrible thing to watch. Try to break up the fight. How about a 654, huh? 21, 23, never mind. Six, 5, 4, 5. Five. Oh, you can just push through. You quietly climb up into a tree first. Manicores can't climb trees. You're pretty sure you remember hearing that. You'll try to scare the attacker away by hooting and throwing rocks. You put on your scary face and try to frighten it away. The Manicore is so annoyed by you throwing rocks and making a ruckus that it turns its attention to you. It roars in anger. Shivers of fear run up your spine. That's definitely a better scary face than yours. The Hopeye, who had been playing dead, suddenly leaps to its feet and bounds off into the jungle. The Manicore is now very angry with you. It rears up and digs its claws into your tree. You hold on for dear life as the tree shakes. It roars and rustles its mane at you, pacing back and forth under the tree. Then it sniffs around where the Hopeye had been, grunts one last time in frustration, and wanders off into the jungle. You stay in that tree for another full hour before you dare to come down. Scary, but you saved that little Hopeye's life. I did it! I saved the little dude's life! Got another egg. Egg. They should call me the Egg Hunter. It's them! You find a healthy blep bush and harvest some of the leaves to bring back to the colony. Utopia is beyond excited when she sees your haul. Oh, blep! She cries, shoving her hands right into the basket of rustling leaves. Gooba! You're a kid after my own heart. Oh wait, I've already done that before. I'll do it again. You stumble upon another sweet edger hive queen and her multitude of wriggling, oozing children. You're a little afraid of her acid, but that royal jelly looks tasty. Wild. Okay. Five, 4. Nah, this is better. Next round. And this? I'll push through. You get in there and squeeze out some jelly from one of the Hive Queen's many holes, somehow managing not to get sprayed too badly by her acid. Some lands on your arm and the back of your hand and sizzles briefly, but you keep your calm long enough to escape with your bounty. Okay, I got another pleasant experience. Gonna relax on the walls. This is staring out into the wilderness. He has his ankle wrapped tightly and propped up on a nearby crate.
Instinct says I can't go out until my ankle's healed,
He says grimly.
Twisted it last time I was working with the surveyors, so now I'm stuck up here.
You manage to cheer him up a little by getting him to tell you about his favorite places to explore. It passes the time and you learn a little more about this. Let's get rid of this 3. Okay, let's try surveying the ridge again. I'm heading straight for Sim. Gonna try to keep my stress down, my stress as low as possible. Where is he? He's right here. Okay. There. Okay, we're doing this again. Damn. Okay, what collectibles do I have? Why is this locked? No, it seems like it was better. It was like this. Oh, this fucking sucks, dude. He's gonna die again. Okay. Yeah, I have another log. It's not enough. It's not enough. Okay. 5. I'll just change them. Oh. It's not enough. It really isn't enough. He's gonna die. I tried. Onward. Next is this? Five 544. Give up. I guess I'll just go to the cave again. Where is the cave? I don't remember. I'm looking for the cave part. Where is it? I just ended up right back where Sim is. Oh, it's a crystal cluster. That's not it. Is it over here? Could be. Yeah, there it is. Hey! Okay. Whoa! I should really save these. What's this one? Whoa! Okay, now it's 28. Plus 3. And oh. Doesn't seem like... Oh, I shouldn't have done that, actually. Whoop. I'm gonna reload because I accidentally turned that into a, what is that? Into a, muscle card. Six, 5. Or 3. Yeah, 3's better. This one. 6. Plus 2 for the gem. And then... Why is that 0? Now it's taking up space. I can push through! Y'all, we did it. We did it. Got through the cave! You find the source of the breeze by tossing some fine sand into the air and watching which way the dust blows. It's a very tight crack. Good thing you and Diz are so small. You squeeze through and have to shimmy along on your bellies for about 10 meters, pushing your gear ahead of you. It's uncomfortable, but Diz's excitement draws you on. Past the crack, there are fewer signs of animals. The walls are smooth, grown obsidian, which has a kind of melted rainbow oil slick look. There are deeply carved glyphs on the walls and various intersections, like room designations. Or street names, you wonder? Any other kinds of basins, alcoves grown into the rock, full of odd protrusions, and all ancient and worn and inexplicable now. It feels homey. You come to realize the Convergent Domain must have lived underground. That's why there are so few ruins on the surface. As you follow the cave complex down, it's clear this used to be a well-traveled path. The corridors branching off to other places are now blocked off, as if a big earthquake had rattled this whole area. Only this one main path is still clear. It's too convenient to be a coincidence. The floor of the cave slopes downward like a slide, and it's quite slippery. Pay attention to your footing. You follow the cave system down, 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 all the way to what must be the bottom of the cliffs. You have to climb down a 3-story wall in the last section, and are grateful to your anti-grav belt for making it easier. You're still tired, though. You can see dim light below. Daylight? You emerge into a hidden valley, totally surrounded by tall cliffs. Did you just come down all that way? You're surrounded by the ruins of convergent domain buildings, in much better condition than the windswept ones on the surface. It's perfectly still here, and as quiet as space itself.
What was this?
This whispers reverentially.
Some sort of converger facility?
And it feels so familiar. You remember this place from your dreams, and feel a throbbing sense of importance that is a bit unnerving. Something momentous happened to you here, or will happen to you someday. You poke around a little, then call Utopia and give her your coordinates. She swings down on her glider with extra ones for you and disc tethered behind it. You're happy you won't have to climb all the way back up. She whistles, "Right fine, kid. This place didn't show up on any of our aerial scans. Took me a while to find a route in." "You look blushed," she says. "I'll stick around and get some readings, but you head on back to the depot and get some rest. Don't worry, we aren't gonna push on without you." Go home. Woo! How wonderful. Checking to see if I can talk to anyone else. Oh. This is mine. You gotta go hang out on the wall. Okay, let's get rid of this toe. This year, Governor Loom's ascension to the Vertumnalia stage is heralded by an entire military band, their instruments shiny and nano-printed new. They march out of command in formation, splitting and forming a phalanx at the foot of the stage as Loom takes its place before you. Spotlights turn on with the heavy ka-chunk noises, illuminating Loom in a halo of floating dust particles. He spreads his arms wide.
"Hello, Vertumna!" His voice booms over the speakers. "Are we winning or what?"
The reaction is mixed. You look around. It's easy to see the ones cheering the loudest are Helios and people who fully adopted their mentality, like Anemone. The Stratus are more reserved, some even silent. Security Chief Red is one of them, his usually stony expression hiding his true feelings. Regardless, there's enough cheering that Loom has to wait for it to die down before he continues.
"We're killing it out there, people!" he exclaims. "Every day we claw a little more territory from the savage aliens of this planet."
A Watato pod arcs through the air and lands with a broken splort at Loom's feet, splattering him with juice. You don't see who threw it, but the faction from Geoponics is looking restless. They begin to jeer and stomp their feet. Loom continues on, raising his fist. Those Xenos attacked us first, and now they're learning, don't mess with humankind." The crowd is now evenly split between cheering and booing. The Stratus are agitated, and you hear calls for things to return to how they were, and how Loom and his soldiers are killing the planet. Even the council, lined up before the stage and facing the crowd, looks conflicted. "We left Earth to get away from this shit," your dad shouts, and you turn to him surprised. He rarely swears. "Now look at us. We're right back where we started, fighting each other and the planet. We brought it with us." Utopia hops on stage and routes her own hearspeak through the speakers. "He's lying," she yells bitterly. "This year we lost 2 surveyors in the swamps, Sorrel and Quinny. They'd be alive today if Loom hadn't sent them to clear out a manicore den for no good reason." She jams her finger against the governor's chest. "The only threat to our colony here is you." Loom's smile doesn't change, but his eyes go cold. He snatches Utopia's hand and calmly, slowly crushes her hollow palm crystal with his thumb. You can hear the crunch of the bones of her hand before her feet cuts out. Utopia yelps as her knees buckle with the pain, her bravado gone. She holds her broken hand to her chest and is too shocked to resist when Loom shoves her off stage. The crowd is stunned into silence as well. Loom clears his throat and approaches the end of the stage, looming tall over the council. "Thank you for your input," he says icily. "Your concerns have been noted." This isn't the buffoon Loom presents on his daily hollow box. or the nuisance he is when he visits a work site. You see something in his eyes you've only caught glimmers of before. Hatred.
You Stratus are lucky we didn't crush you under our boots and take your colony by force, he sneers. Before we got here, this colony was doomed. You're only alive because I was merciful. Just a bunch of burned-out hippie fugitives. What is your plan for surviving out here? Wishful thinking? Singing songs and talking to animals?
Laughter ripples through the Helios.
You,
he gestures to the council, then jerks his thumb in his chest,
need us, not the other way around. I'm done pretending I need to listen to your opinions. If you want to live, you'll do what I say.
He stares at Dr. Instance, who glares up at him with hate in her eyes as she tends to Utopia's hand.
Maybe it's time to clean house, he threatens. We need team players here, ones who share one vision for the future of Vertumna.
After a few tense moments, Seek clears her throat. Sir, shall I continue with the traditional formalities now? Loom scowls down at Seek, then throws his hands in the air.
Whatever. Do it if it makes you feel better. You're all cowards.
He turns and stalks off the stage, his marching band scrambling to follow him with its exit song. As promised, there are no contests this year, but there's plenty of food and alcohol. As the suns begin to set, the Helios, including Base and Anemone, head straight for it and look ready to party into the night. The other teens seem a little less at ease. Dis, quite predictably, has already left. Go find Dis. You don't find Dis on the walls, or in the robotics lab, or in any of his usual hiding places. Not even Congruence can get a read on his location. You might have an idea where he could be, though. You creep up on Sim and Dis, meeting in secret outside the colony walls.
Trust me, Dis, I'm not concerned,
Sim says, his hand resting on Dis's shoulders entreatingly.
This planet is in no danger of being subjugated by humans.
You don't get it, Dis exclaims.
They're really serious. They're gonna use bombs. You've seen bombs, right? Explosions? What if they cut down every tree? Or poison the rivers? Or...
Sim smiles patronizingly.
I forget sometimes that you're so human, he says, and Dis scowls. You are stuck in time, unable to see the beyond the next 100 years. If your species manages to wipe all life from this continent, you'll simply bring it back again. It may take 20,000 years, but this planet will outlive you.
Dis knocks Sam's hands away and wipes his eyes.
Why are you always so calm? He spits out. Other gardeners aren't like this. Other gardeners know that humans are dangerous. Dis.
Sim sighs, closing the distance between them and folding Dis into a gentle hug, like one would approach a biting animal.
I'm not like the other gardeners. Not anymore. Just like you're not like your humans.
Dis sniffles and buries his head in Sim's tattered clothing.
Just wish you'd let me help, he murmurs, almost too quiet for you to hear. Make some noise.
You let yourself snap a branch as you move through the dry underbrush, and Dis leaps away from Sim with a guilty expression. They both relax when they see it's you. Dis scrubs his red face.
Hey, Goober, he stammers. I guess I should go back now, huh?
You and Dis sneak back into the colony as the sun sets, dodging Base and his reveling friends. They've somehow wrangled themselves a live trippet and are in the process of skewering it to roast over a big bonfire. You can hear its dying squeals from here, and shortly after that, smell the sweet charred scent of it roasting over the flame. Dis curls his lip.
I hate this place, he mutters. Sometimes I wish everyone would just hurry up and die.
The week after Vertumnalia is one of the hottest since you landed. You're supposed to take time off for a much-needed break, but it's just so humid and awful, and tempers are short. Shortly after the festival, you start seeing graffiti cropping up everywhere. It seems that a lively, if not particularly civil, conversation between the two factions is being held in the flat surfaces of the colony. Loom announces a zero-tolerance policy for political graffiti, but you notice that not every tag is being removed. Just the ones against the war, of course. The atmosphere of the colony is oppressive, as thick as the choking dust heat itself. Everywhere you try to relax, people just want to talk about the war. To make matters worse, the sweltering nights are making your nightmares intense again. You return to work feeling more stressed than before. Oh, and we got 1 minute left in the stream. Let me just check. Let me see what's in the depot now. Not much. Good thing I got that, that cape. Really good.
When no one here understands is that we're part of this planet,
This says, looking up at the colony walls.
like it or not, this planet is a system. We can't just hijack it. That's what humans did on Earth.
This continues.
And look where that got us.
Okay. No stress. New save. Okay. Let's check how many are left. Just 2? Okay. Then I will just stop here. Bye-bye, Twitch. I'll be back tomorrow playing. Will I be playing? Oh, Alan Wake Remastered and Pikmin 4. Okay. Thank you everyone who stopped by on TikTok and YouTube. Bye-bye.